Welcome back to my channel. Today I brought in this collection of figs. This was a branch. I was at work one day and we parked up and there was a big fig tree hanging down over a wall, and one of the branches had snapped and it was just hanging there, but it was still alive. It must have just recently happened. So I broke the branch off, brought it home, and I cut off all the branches off it and I stuck them basically in here. They were probably maybe this thin, and I just wired them together over this rock. I was going to try and get them to kind of grow, and they sent out some aerial roots alright, but they didn't seem to last. But the pot is just completely overgrown with weeds and everything now, so I'm thinking of taking it out, and I might chop it all up into smaller cuttings and try and make some sort of a clump style out of them. I want it to kind of like clump together because the leaves are quite big, and I think you'd need the trunk to be quite thick and big, and just to add a bit of character I was thinking maybe I could do something like that, just do like a trunk style. So first thing we'll do is take it out of the pot and see how we get on with this. Don't very much there's any wires or anything in it. No, it's been in here for a few years now. I get my tray up. It's been in this pot for a few years, and I think out of all the cuttings I did plant, there was only 2 I think that didn't make it. All the rest survived, all from the one branch, so they seem to do well from cuttings. And it wasn't even the right time of the year for cuttings because it had all the leaves and everything on it still. But I think they've absolutely filled this pot with roots. Let's tilt the camera down a little bit. Between the weeds and the plant itself, yeah, you can see the roots going round and round and round the pot. So I'm not too sure yet until I get them out what my plan is going to be with the repotting of them. I just know it's time they got repotted because definitely taking over this pot. So look at the bottom. Yeah, you can see there's like a solid mat of roots there. Quite big roots too in places. And it's covered in my dreaded plant. It covers everything. Probably not the ideal bonsai material because the leaves are so big. When I got it, the leaves were like the size of a dinner plate, but I know you can reduce them alright. And I didn't have any figs, so I said I'd give them a go. Drainage cloth there, but I don't know how easy that's going to come out. It's well bedded in. And like before, I shouldn't have used one whole piece because they all the roots get wound into it then. Make it impossible nearly to get out. Get an old scissors. that out. Get that out, then we can maybe make sure you use your old scissors for this job. So we're cutting through stones and soil and everything. And it's definitely not wise to use one big piece of drainage cloth. Always better to just use smaller bits, cover the holes. Oh. Okay, that out. And we can look in here what we got. Most roots seem to be on the outside of the pot. You can see there, they're just growing all the way around the outside. The stone they're on is just a piece of that stuff you buy for aquariums and things. It's that very soft stone. I'll show the name of it. Kind of a yellowy, very kind of softy stone. You can carve it easily. So I think, as far as I can remember, I kind of scored some trenches in it to plant the trees in, so they kind of bedded into it a bit. Ooh, okay. I will keep going with this. I may as well pause the video for a while and work on getting these free, and then we'll come back then when I get them all free out and separated, and we'll have a look at what we're going to do with them then. Okay, I've practically got them all free now, but if you ever wanted to put a root over a rock, look at the length of these roots on this. One small little tree, just from a cutting a couple of years ago. It's unbelievable. Okay, so this is the last one. They've actually gripped and grown into the rock. Actually sent roots in through the rock and everything. So you can see there, it's actually, the root is actually grown into the rock itself. It's just one of them kind of porous kind of rocks. I'm not sure what the name of them is. So over there now. And there's another one with a unbelievable root base for such a small little twig of a tree. Okay, so we will go and give them a wash, trim back the roots a bit, and I'm definitely glad I decided to do this now, because I think left this any longer, I was doing no way getting it out of that pot. It'd be taking over the whole, look at it, whole place. Okay, so I'll go and wash them and we'll come back and have a look then. Okay, so I'll give them a wash, cleaned off the roots, and as you can see, they are a massive roots. This isn't even the worst one. So I need to definitely sort out this root structure a bit. I'm going to start by, where's my $60 I'm going to take out this heavy root down here on me first of all. So I'll take that big heavy one out there. And I'm going to take out this heavy one here. Move the camera up slightly. And now I don't think I'm going to be able to do much of a root playing with these. The roots seem to grow in real twirly. Twirly looking one there, I take that out. Now we have roots growing all the way up to here, so we're going to have this to bottom. Take all these roots off up here. It's hard to know, is that the best idea? Have a look. I know that they basically will grow from a cutting, so I'm not too worried about how much root I'm taking off. I think I'm going to go, because these are all growing to one direction, I'm going to go straight across here. Let's check I'm not getting anything above it. Take them out there. And I can just clean that off a bit there. Okay. I'll just trim these back a bit. Okay, still got one sticking up there. A few high ones here. They were kind of more aerial roots. Okay, I'm going to leave what's left now because I've taken off a humongous amount of roots. Nigel Saunders will be proud of me taking that much off. I don't know if I've got the growing skills he has, so whether they survive or not, but like that they grew from cutting, so I think they might be alright. Now what I'm going to do is, rather than leave them big and leggy like this, I'll just tilt the camera up a bit. Move my towel out the way. Rather than leave them big and leggy like this now, I think I will, let's move that back a bit. I think I'm going to cut them back and make more trees. So this one has this funny kind of branch here, so I'm thinking there's a couple of roots growing here, so if I go just below them, then we can use that as one tree, and like that afterwards we can, when they're growing, we can decide. And then we've got these roots coming up, and it splits into 4 up here, so I need to take out that centre one. That one's dead, but I think I will cut it there. I'll just take that top off and we'll keep that as another cutting. And then this one, bring off that dead bit, we'll run back to there. So we've got a few roots on that, and we have a few more cuttings there. I'm just going to plant them all as a big grouping and see what happens. Okay, so that's that one done. Next one. This one isn't too bad. Again, it's got roots coming out up here. So since it's rooted up there, I'll cut it there. So it's got some roots growing. And then take out that dead bit. It's going to got a funny bend on it, this one now, so it's going to be quite heavy, top heavy, if I leave both these branches on. So maybe we take that one off there. and I'll take that off right back to there. Okay, so that's them. Now we've got this one. Again, lots of big roots, so we'll take off that main taproot there. And I'll just reduce these ones back, this big one. Take that out altogether actually, because there's two smaller ones there. Again, these are the kind of trees you want to practice on. It cost me nothing. It was just a cutting, just a branch that I took cuttings from, and like that they all grew. So I've kind of quite a lot of faith in this to grow. Okay, it's got some. It's got roots this side down here and this side up here. So I'll cut it down here, then all the roots will be on one side that way, and if I cut all them off, all the roots on one side this side. So what I might do is I'll just reduce the roots from up here, and maybe get them roots to grow down, and they might spread out then, that way from the tree. Okay, so that's another one done. Now, this one. And this is after I've cut off like 3 foot of length of roots when I was rossing them. Okay, well this one definitely has to go. Again, we've got some roots coming out up here, so we may as well cut it there. A dead stub there, we'll take that off. This heavy windy root we'll take out. Take out these bottom ones. There's a big one going straight down the middle there. Take him out. And that one. This big one here we'll take off. One's going up, so we'll chop that back. Let's take that one out in there. We've another storm warning coming from 7 o'clock in the morning. So we've got some really strong winds and heavy rain. Although it's been nothing but rain for the last God knows how long. But yeah, so I'll have to make sure my trees are all safe. Okay, I'll do for that one. This one has a root there. Probably have to plant that at an angle a bit. This branch is kind of coming off at a right angle, so maybe we'll just take that off there. Use that as a cutting. It's kind of got a reverse taper here, like a bit of a ball growing on, so if we take it off just below that, we can plant that then. Maybe we'll just take that little one off, just put that one in as is like that. Okay, and that one, it's quite straight, but judging by the way they grow, it won't stay straight for long. This one, as you can see there, that's just a piece of the branch I just chopped. I left one little branch on it and it just grew. So take that root off the top. And take off this strong root there. Let's take that one back. I won't take too much off this one now because I'm going to have to kind of leave that one as is. So all the roots coming out the bottom of it. Height wise, cutting wise, we'll put back here, so maybe we'll go just above that, leave room for dieback. Okay, so we have them all cut, all cleaned off. So next job is to find a pot, put them in. I have this old green pot, it's got a chip in it there, a little bit there, but might do for this job because they're going to grow quite big, these, a lot of leaves and big leaves on it. So we have one bit of drainage cloth in there, so I'll just put another bit on this side, and of course I'll put everything on top of my soil box. Some soil in. Need all that. The only thing with this pot, it's going to take a lot of soil to fill it. Okay, we'll go with that for now. Okay, so we have somewhere, I always lose it there, some rooting hormone. Probably don't really even need it with these, but since we have it, might as well put a bit in. So I'll just put some on 3 scoop there, like that. And now we need to arrange the trees somehow. So this one will be buried, so there's no real big ones, they're quite similar in sizes. This one's the thickest, but it's not the tallest. Let's maybe start with that one and work from there then. It's going to be a bit of a wild forest at the moment. Well, not even a forest, more of a clump style. Well, I wouldn't even say it's going to be a clump, it's just going to be a bunch of trees randomly planted together to fill out the pot. And we need to get this one in while we can. Press that one down there. It'll just be one of these kind of quirky looking things when it's done, I suppose. With all the trees, got all these funny angles on them. It's going to be quite tricky to place them as a kind of a maybe with this one being the tallest, we'll put it more to the front there. But at least once it's growing now, I'll be able to just keep pruning it and try and keep it as like a big... This one is a bit weird. This one's very weird. Thinking I'm going to take that top off that one. Maybe we can have this one come coming out the side of the pot over there. Put it in there. And I should prune these roots back a little bit. Eventually I may decide to just keep one or two of these. So this is just basically to give them a bit of a planting up so that they can grow. Now these ones, just trying to get the ones that have roots on first in. This one. Put that one right over there a bit. We'll kind of mimic it a bit with this one. Get the roots all in. Later, once it starts growing, I'll cut back where it needs to be cut back. I'm not doing this the right way at all. I should have laid these out first and then put the soil on the top. Okay, this one has a bit of roots on it, but we'll dip it into the virgin hormone. I'm just going to basically stick these in. It's going to be right mishmash, weird looking thing. But you may find most of these don't even grow. What do you do with that? I'll just put it in. Let's just chop that big root off. They're all crossing, it doesn't look good. These crooked ones look a bit funny. I'm going to take that off there. And maybe this one I'm going to cut right back to there. These curved bits will die off. Like, it's just what you do with it when it's like that. All I can do is chop it back. And just stick them in, and like that, what grows, grows. Maybe one day we'll just have one tree out of it, pick out one good one. Or maybe we can get them to grow in a big clump style or something. But for now I'm just going to kind of space them out, give them all a little bit of, draw a bit of space. Not really a forest kind of setting, so cut that across like that. Okay, one little tiny one, stick that back here. I'll just throw a bit of rooting powder around there just to let it work its way into the soil a bit. Put that back in. Bit of an unorthodox looking planting, but like I said, plant it up, let it grow, see what grows. What some of it might take, some might not, and in the end we might end up with 1 or 2 trees, or they might all grow and entwine with each other, and we could end up with just a big kind of like, you imagine when they all grow, if you had it like a big clump like that. But we don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Might be better to move them all in. Next repotting we might tighten them all in together, but for now I just want to give them all their own space so they can do their own thing. What I'll do now, last thing, before I take it out and water it, is I will just put a bit of sealing on each one. I'll just put this one on the ground under my bench for tonight because of the storm that's coming. I'll come out tomorrow and find all these are gone. And I might one day decide to pot them over a tree again, a couple of them, or something like that. But for now, we'll just put them in, get them growing, see what happens. Okay. So, that's them. They're just, I think they're the edible fig, the ones with the big leaves. Leaves were like that size. We let them grow and fill out, and I did keep pruning the leaves back, and they just sent out smaller ones, so I think you could reduce the leaf size alright. And maybe we can make a bit of a forest out one day, and like that, if they're growing well and doing well, I might maybe pluck out a couple of them, leaving a gap and things like that. But for now we'll just plant them all, see how they get on, see what happens. Okay, so thanks for watching, and again, if you like the videos, please subscribe, share them, and we'll see you on the next one.